Whoa, slow it down there, baby.
All right.
Welcome everybody, as we get set crazy here. Don't you worry.
All right. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Brewery Boys broadcast. As you can see, we've got presents.
Yay!
We have some Mag Tree Sway, which is the variety pack, which you cannot get in Lexington. So we're feeling pretty special right now. And we have the Revitalite again, the adult Pedialyte for your hangover cures.
Popular for those drinkers out there.
For those drinkers, which would be us. So, Jason, what do you drink? What are you drinking on right there?
Starting out with the American Lager by Pearl Brewing. What it is.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Good look to it. Crisp first taste. We'll see how the rest of it goes down here, but starting off well.
I've got the Botanist's Dilemma by Scout and Scholar Brewery. It's a sour. I've only had really one taste, so that's got a nice fruity. It's a sour. That is a sour.
Okay, a little fruit to it.
Yeah, it's got a nice fruit flavor to it. So, but yeah, it really gets you on that back end. The sour. So anyway, want to welcome everybody. We are at Jack Brown's for our Wednesday edition of the Brewery Boys.
Jack Brown's.
Magnificent. We always love it when we're down here. Great food, great atmosphere. Just
burgers,
as you can see,
brews.
They've got stuff all over the walls here. It's a great place to be. They've got some things going on. Jace, you got they've got their burger menu. They're actually doing away with two of their burgers. I guess they're sending them into retirement.
Maybe, trying to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, the which ones are disappearing there?
Let's see. The Jill Monroe and the Sunday Burger, the Show Altar, are being discontinued August 31st.
It's August 31st, okay.
31st, try this date.
And they are being replaced by...
We have two new ones. They're bringing back from their Burger Week episode, the Pickleless Cage.
Okay, yeah, we sampled that one on air.
Of course, it's got some fried pickles on there and some...
Yep. Had the fried cheese wedge and all that good stuff on there.
Bacon on there, yes.
Yep, it was really good.
And also a Sergeant Stadenko.
Okay, I'm not sure about that one. What's all's on that one?
That one is going to, let's see what we got here. It has Fritos, Chipotle barbecue sauce, a Mexican cream cheese blend, 2 slices of bacon, and your beef patty with
the Wagyu beef patty. Let's not forget that. It is Wagyu.
Wagyu.
Yep.
So now just drink some Fritos with maybe a little barbecue flavor.
That sounds kind of interesting. So we'll have to be back for that one, I think.
Sergeant Stadenko.
Stadenko. Yeah, I wonder where they got that one from.
That sounds like a War Daddy.
I was just getting ready to say that. We'll have to ask her if there's any inspiration on that one. So, all right. So, what's been going on in your world?
Well, a little bit of work. A little bit of work on that, and then on top of that, a little bit more work.
Second that emotion. Let me tell you.
A lot of overtime this week. 6 days a week. Slave driving.
That's gotta suck. Working for the man. The man's holding you back.
Pay the bills, baby.
I don't know how that is. All right. So, we've been talking a lot about. You've been paying attention to any of the preseason football, NFL?
A little bit. I actually got to watch almost all the first half of the Bengals game Monday night.
That was the Bengals and Commanders, yeah, that's right.
Washington Redskins.
The old Washington Redskins. So they'll always be the Redskins to me. Well, I haven't really been paying attention to much of it. So Sunday night, I believe we were promoting the Two-Fisted Willies, that free show that they had on Sunday night with Trippin' Roots and my buddy Freddie, his band Sinful Lily.
Caught a glimpse of that.
It was So I will say the venue's a great venue. It's a really nice place with the. I mean, I sent some pictures.
Right.
And, I don't know if I uploaded them, but I will upload them to the Facebook page so everybody can see. So after Sinful Lily went on first, they had garage beer. Believe it or not, they have a really nice. They had your kind of mainstay on the draft selection. So Country Boy. They don't have a huge tap selection. But now their canned beer, it looked like they had a nice little
Such a thing.
set. Yeah.
Always
So
so, cans.
yeah. So I stuck with it. So I saw the Lime Garage, went with it, and stuck with it. So
It's all beer.
yeah. So watch the Sinful Lily set. That was what I was there for. Didn't really. So it was weird seeing them without a drummer. And
You said something about that, and that just seemed a little weird. Was it somebody was sick and they had to play the tracks?
yes, that's what it was. It was they had so they. I talked to Freddie afterwards, the lead singer, and Freddie asked me. He said, "So you've seen this with a drummer? What do you think?" I said, "Really different. It was real different." I don't know that he was overly impressed with the show. I can't speak on him, but it was very. I've seen them several times, and they put on a really good show for a rock and roll band, a local rock and roll.
Well, keep it honest.
And I know.
From what I saw, it was a little skittish.
It was so. First of all, their show's one that's not supposed to be bright. And, I mean, it was well lit on the stage, but they just added an aspect of the show that I'm not really sure they need. Like I know they were using the drum tracks.
I wasn't sure about the guy dressed up as the Phantom.
Yeah, he was the
running
Phantom,
around
and then he was also dressed up as a devil.
I didn't see that part, but I was like,
Yeah, yeah. There were
some.
some things that were kind of not working right. So,
But when you don't have a drummer who's keeping time and you can kind of go off a little bit, you're stuck to a track. I think that
yeah, it hinders you. Yeah,
hinders what you can do.
and obviously, I mean, they had their fans. That they had a few of their fans, but they're from Richmond, so playing in Lexington, it's okay. They may travel, they may not. But I saw a few familiar faces, people that I've seen them before. So yeah, it was very different. But I went to support Freddie, Nikki. I did, and I gave them. I got them a Brewery Boys and a Squatch the System shirt. So they're representing us.
Let's see when they come around again. I'll try to check them out.
Yeah,
I'll give them another shot.
Yeah, it was way
The
different.
video was
Very
just
different.
without the drummer and then some
Yeah.
of the stuff. I thought,
Yeah. So, but
couldn't
overall,
crowd vibe, but-
they threw out some of their mainstays. Some of their they've got some really good songs. They do a version of God of Thunder that Freddie's got a little history with Paul Stanley. He's toured, early days with I think one of Paul's little solo gig things. He was just kind of meandering around, and I think with Ace too. So. So yeah, it was different. I didn't, like I said, didn't stay for Tripping Roots, but it seemed like that's who most of the people were there. When I got there wasn't a lot of people there, but as it started coming up, here came the college crowd, and I was like, okay.
feel a little old there.
I started feeling a little old. Yeah, I'm like, all right. So I had my 3, and after their set, I was out.
And where was this located?
This was located on Woodland Avenue, right next to the old Linus. Down on Woodland Avenue and Euclid Avenue.
Where Maniac Couch Burning has gone on when the Cats win the national title.
It is actually they redid the old Music Emporium. That's where so Linus was 2 doors. There's a liquor store on this end. Linus, or now that's a Subway, but Linus was there, and then the 2 doors down was the Music Emporium. That's where they are. They're the same. I mean, it's obviously renovated, cleaner, but I got some really cool vibes going back in there after back in the day. Yep. So
a long time I've been there. Liners down there.
Yeah, but now you can't get into the bar side because it's shut off, and I think it's something completely different. Like I'm going to say it's a Subway or even a Wingstop now. So so then right next to the Wingstop is the Two-Fisted Willies. Like I said, really clean, really nice. They had a really nice a TV section above the bar. They actually had like a scrolling thing that told you, like, kept you up to date on the scores and stuff like that. And they had TVs on the other side that, you know, the baseball games. They had the Bills and the Bears.
College kind of bar.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But when the band starts, it's, you know, you're not going to be able to sit there and have a conversation. So it was a nice atmosphere, really nice place. I just didn't think it was the place for them. So now, granted, maybe if it wasn't like you have two different genres going on, you have metal and then you have a kind of grassroots country, you know, Tyler Childers feel. Maybe you know, if you have like strictly heavy metal bands there on one night.
I believe we talked that you were supposed to stay and broaden your horizons into some of that.
When I was talking to Freddie, I stood literally right next to the stage and broadened my horizons for 2 songs. So yeah, so that was Sunday night, and then Monday we came home. You know, went to work, came home, tuned into Raw. I'm starting to get really just. So I'm gonna make when they go to this ESPN and $26.99 a month, I'm done.
Like wrestling's over.
No, not wrestling, just WWE.
WWE.
If I can still watch SmackDown for free on USA, I'll stick with that. But bro, I'm not paying $24.99 for Netflix and have to pay $26.99 to get the streaming service, and on top of that, you have to pay another fee for the premium live events. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, it sounds like they're rid of the money grab scene now. It's like whatever.
Yeah. So, with that being said, I know you don't have. I know you're pretty much. You don't have Roku or anything like that, right?
I have Roku, but I don't have.
Do you have the Roku channel?
Yeah.
Okay. So NWA Power, which is the NWA, like we grew up on, they have a free channel. I think everybody's advertising it at 210. I don't know if it's different areas or whatever, but they have their stuff on their weekly show is free. And I'm not sure about their live events. They just had what they call NWA 77. And if you're not, you need to pay attention and or you need to sit down and watch the Southern Six. You want to talk about old Freebird vibes? These guys, it's got Ricky Morton's son Kerry, and Ricky is kind of in and out as their manager, and he's also still doing the wrestling, but he's not associated, right? He's not associated with them he's associated with them as a manager, not as a wrestler. But you've got Kerry Morton's his son, you've got Alex Taylor. Him and Kerry are the tag team, the USA, United States Tag Team Champions, and you've got this past Friday or Saturday, Thrill Billy Cyrus Mason is your Bam Bam Gordy meets Michael Hayes version of the Three Birds in the Southern Six. He's now your 10 pounds of gold heavyweight champion. And from what I hear, it was a pretty good match. So I'm going to go back and watch that. So that's what. So
what nights is that one on?
I think they air on Tuesday nights, which is kind of one of those things because they got NXT going on too with the WWE. But, and that's where you're going to run into. You'll get to see Austin Idol in the manager capability, capacity or whatever, and then that's where you'll see Brian Idol, no relation to my knowledge, who is now the television champion. And so here's the scenario I'm picking out. I don't know if it'll go the rest of the year or into next year when you have NWA 78. I guess that's kind of their WrestleMania, maybe. But if you're the television champion and you successfully defend it 7 times, it's called the Lucky 7. You can then turn that belt in for a title shot at the world title.
Money in the Bank or whatever it's
kinda, but yeah. But they're doing it old school, where your champion can go for another, like when you're Intercontinental Champion, I view you as the #1 contender for the world title. So now they obviously they don't have an Intercontinental Champion or a United States Champion. So the television champion is now their version of the. So if you win, so if you win this, if you win 7 consecutive matches, you then get a title shot. So my prediction is either sometime this year, toward the end of the year, obviously, or into next year, NWA 78. Brian Idol will compete for the World Heavyweight Champion. And I'm going to say they might win it. He might win it. And on NWA 77, I think it's his girlfriend, Natalia Markova. She's now your women's champion. Which, if you haven't checked out anything on the Facebook page, I post her shit all the time. She's hot.
She's hot.
And she's a good wrestler. She's a really good wrestler. She's one of my favorite female wrestlers. So anyway.
Let me throw this out there, just popped in my head, talking about live events and whatever. Have you checked out, and our viewers out there, have you checked out and seen Redneck Brawl?
No, but I've seen you.
It looks hysterical, great watch, and I think they got another one coming up. I mean,
now I have seen the promos.
I mean, all right, here it is. They'll go down. Basically, it's around here. It's Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, some Alabama, Ohio, and they find up in the hollers, these places, just I don't know, redneck-ish people you can find, but and they cut promos and they call each other out. You know, it's like, hey, my name is Timbuktu, and I'm the baddest guy in this here holler, and I'm gonna beat some ass out, calling out anyone from the 606, and I'm gonna. This is hilarious. You know, Redneck Brawl. Look at it. Let me find out when the next one is. But they have their pay-per-views in different cities. They'll have one in Kentucky, they'll have one in Tennessee, they'll have one.
So they
have
actually
one in Nashville. They travel around. It's a couple. They have like a comedian guy on there, does some of the talking on there. But
so how much do they charge for this?
It's on pay-per-view TV. I can't remember how much it was last time. It was under $50, I'm sure.
Oh my god!
But you can either go to it live or watch it on pay-per-view.
Okay.
But they'll show some of the fights on the website. It is.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Redneck Brawls.
Redneck Brawl.
All right. You hear that, folks? We all have homework to do.
I would love to go to a live event and check this out.
That would be pretty funny. That would be pretty funny.
But yeah, that's.
All right. Well, while he's checking out the Redneck Brawl updates, I'll tell you what. This Botanist Dilemma by Scout and Scholar is really tasty. I'm really enjoying this. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and rate this one.
What do you rate that one?
I'm getting this one. I'm giving this one 4 pints.
Very nice.
Now, the fact of the matter is, I can't drink 4 pints of it because I have a notch card, which, as you can see,
What is the notch called, Eric?
the notch card is you write down. Let me go up here and you write down all of the beers that you've drank. As you can see, number 50, whichever way. So now we're on the back side. So once you have had a certain beer, you cannot have it again on your notch card for a certain time. So even though I rated
Wednesdays,
unless you have to notch first.
Yeah, once you're notched.
Once you're notched, which is 100 beers, you can have they count as double. So now that I'm about through with this one, even though I rated it 4 pints on the Brewery Boy scale, I have to go choose another one. So, with that being said, did you find out what you needed on the Redneck Brawl?
I did. Their next pay-per-view event is in Johnson City, Tennessee, Saturday, August the 16th, 8 p.m.
Okay.
Buy it do it on pay-per-view. This is Redneck Brawl 10.
Okay.
Hillbilly Showdown. Here's some of the fight cards. We have got Stormy versus Sadie Lynn. And they got women fighting this thing too.
Wait. Stormy versus Sadie Lynn?
Sadie Lynn.
Okay, so I'm going to guess that's 2 females.
Yes, too. They do have a ring girl competition as well. We have War Dog and Chomp.
Those are the ring girls?
No, this is I'm reading through the card here. They got 423 Cowboy versus Cowboy Curtis. I don't know any of these guys. One Tooth Hillbilly versus Hillbomb.
Oh God.
They got the Italian Stallion, pretty big build get. I've seen him versus Tarzan. Just read these out for the names. Tennessee Whiskey versus City Cowboy. Now there's a cat on here named Little Smokey, little skinny kid. He's got a twin brother. I can't remember his name, but they are hilarious. You gotta check out the promos. You need to go on the website and see the call outs of these people. You got Tater versus Knockout Crybaby, Vanilla Gorilla, Beast of the Middle East. I mean, they have 31 fights on this card.
Okay.
I think they're 2 rounds each. a couple minutes each, and they are nice.
All right. All right. Well,
it's Macho Man is going to be there for those of you that know this. Macho time! I eat my Wheaties. Wheaties, I like to eat Wheaties a lot. Wheaties make me grow. I'm a Wheaties guy. Oh, okay. It's hilarious.
all right. So I think we found a secret passion of Buckeye Jason. All right. Well, as I said with my notch card, I'm going to break away and I'm going to go get one of those, the American Light from the Burl.
I'll tell you what. While you're up there, give me one of those.
One of these? All right. All right. We'll be right back.
But yes, check out the Hill. This thing is hysterical. Redneck Brawl, folks. You can't beat good entertainment these days. Hard to find, easy to find here. So, Saturday, August 16th, 8 o'clock. Check it out. Pay-per-view total is only going to cost you $23. That's a pretty good deal for 30-some odd fights there. So you got 30 fights, $22. Or go live to Johnson City Arena. Should be a good show. So as far as my beer, the American Ale, I gave it 4. Good, clean, crisp taste. Not overwhelming, just a regular good light beer to have. Drinking around the pool, cutting grass, what have you. We'll see how this turns out. If it's any better. Let's see what else. We had some other news along for Jack Brown's here. Ooh, let's see. This weekend, Jack Brown's Back to School Bash, the 23rd through the 24th. They will have cheap domestic beers on draft. They will have be handing out free fry cards for the students. I'm guessing for free order of French fries. So that should be pretty good. All you new students, come down, check them out, get your notch card started. 23rd through the 24th, cheap beers, specials, all that kind of good stuff. August 26th, we got a notch event going on at Legend Stadium for a ball game. I believe that's a Tuesday. I think first pitch is 6:45. You guys want to come out and hang out with the Jack Brown crew and hang out with the Brewery Boys? We'll be down there at the Lexington Legends on the 26th. Then on August the 28th, the Mad Tree Takeover down here at Jack Brown.
That's Sam Adams.
Oh, sorry, Sam Adams. Got to change around there.
Yeah.
So that's on the 28th.
I can't wait for that one. I think that's going to be pretty cool.
I do like some. They put a lot of variety of different.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one.
The Oktoberfest, I'm sure that'll be there.
That's what I'm kind of waiting for, is to see like what they're going to have, because obviously we're in a transition of summer and fall. So are they going to bring summer shandy or summer ale?
I think it'll be like a fall, probably a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Probably the regular Sam.
Probably Boston Lager.
And I'm sure the Oktoberfest.
Their Boston ale is one of my favorites.
Should be good. So there we have 23rd to 24th is the back to school for the kids.
Yeah, the UK, I think, isn't it? Or it's a party down here.
Party down here. Giving out free fry cards, free French fries, good French fries, cheap beers. August 26th, notch event with us and the Jack Brown crew down at the Lexington Legends. Good times had there. And the 28th is the Sam Adams Takeover.
Yeah, it's going to be
coming up.
We got a busy couple of weeks here going on, because then after that, I think the next tap takeover is the 11th, which I think is in September, which I believe is the Fall City one. I think.
You were looking forward to that one?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one too. Oh no! I just realized.
No!
Louder Than Life is the 18th, and that's the Thursday night. That's the Mad Tree tap takeover. Oh shit! We might have a problem.
We may have a problem.
We may have an issue. Oh god.
Now you are big on the botanist thing here.
Yeah.
I am not digging it.
You're not digging it. Okay. Well, that's why we have the notch cards to.
It's a little not as fruity as you let it to believe.
I got a nice little robust.
A little rose, like a rose wine at the end, but
yeah, it gets you at the end. Like that's sour, but I thought it was pretty good. All right. Well, to agree to disagree. Okay, so once again, we have, I don't know if you can, glad you can see us from our wall of
Selection.
yeah, we have toys, gifts, presents, whatever you want to call them.
Feel free to send swag to us.
Yes,
Take
yeah,
all swag.
we are whores for swag. So whatever you want to send us. Anyway, I have the lemon lime chill of the Revitalite. I have the strawberry breeze of Revitalite. There is the berry blast of Revitalite.
Everybody likes the berry blast.
And then we have the zero sugars, which or 0 calories maybe. I can't really see what
0
it.
calories.
0 calories. Okay, this is the strawberry. That's the grape, and I believe an orange, if I'm not mistaken, Jason.
That's what it looks like.
Then we have the Mad Tree Sway, which is their vodka seltzer.
Have you had any of these?
I have had these.
What do you think?
They are very, very good. You cannot get these in Lexington, so these are not available in the state of Kentucky. We have the peach, raspberry, blackberry, and strawberry in the variety pack in front of me. And Jason, you
I
have...
believe we have the apple, a pear. Oh, I like a good pear. Black cherry is always very popular. Cranberry, I don't know.
Yeah, well, but you have the seasonal. So these are the... Yeah. So those are kind of your fall-ish ones.
I'm thinking the apple, the pear, the black cherry.
Yeah, the black cherry, anything to me is phenomenal. So I'm cool with anything black cherry. But yeah, so these were sent to us by my good friend Andrew Carl from Mad Tree, and these were sent to us Revitalite. I have a good relationship with the. I know he's got. I don't know if he's the owner, but he's pretty high up in the company. So he sent these directly to the house.
Correct.
Because I don't think you can get these in Kentucky, but they're very selective of where they are. So if you can find them, pick them up, because this is going to be your next day cure.
So we're talking like a Friday night to be able to continue yourself along the way.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
You can have a little Vitalite Saturday morning.
Yes.
Continue your only drinking.
This is your yes. If you're
Recover again.
when Turnbuckle Tim goes to his festivals, he can have this the next day and
We should drink that
hopefully
along with
yes,
as we're going.
yes.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah. Stay hydrated. So, anyway, all right. So that's our swag. We had a hat and a Revitalite shirt hanging on the last episode, but we really didn't have a place to hang it, so it's still at the house. So anyway,
Hear about this. We're still talking a little wrestling here.
Yeah.
Now I've been, you know me and my Hulk Hogan. I mean, I've been on this story from the beginning.
Oh no.
He and Bubba the Love Sponge have been on the story. We're wanting facts. We're wanting transparency. And what we're hearing now is there's some shady stuff that might have gone down to Hulk's death. Possibility of, accidental overdose by overprescribing some meds.
Oh.
There was talk of he was getting ready to go on dialysis. He was hooked up for a dialysis procedure. Something was with his kidneys, and on the way to the hospital, they were saying that what we're hearing is, he had a couple of shots of Narcan and some kind of thing to try to get the kidneys going again. But
I was gonna say, isn't that where you revive somebody or something like that? Like Narcan or whatever?
Narcan, so it has something to do also with kidney, helps your kidney when they're on the stages of failing. But the big thing was the fact that they cremated him so fast and hadn't really done a total autopsy. They're taking the word of his doctor, who they're saying, could have prescribed something more than he needed. Could have been an accidental kind of thing. So they're taking his word for it instead of going autopsy, deep dive to see what was in his system, what was going on exactly to trigger the cardiac arrest kind of thing.
Ooh.
But me and Bubba are gonna be on this.
Okay.
We're not gonna stop until we get justice.
Okay. So
Brooke-
are we hashtagging justice for Hogan
Yes,
or justice for Hulk?
justice for all.
All right, justice for Hulk. All right. Well, wait. We'll say Hogan. We'll say Hulk Hogan just because we don't want to get it mixed up with the Incredible Hulk and all that. Yeah.
But yeah,
So
very
justice
interesting.
for Hulk Hogan.
If you want just an interesting side note to this story, you thought it was over. No, it's not over.
Wow.
Still going.
All right. So there you have it, folks. That is the investigative sleuth Buckeye Jason is going to dig and dig and dig till he uncovers the truth behind the death of his childhood hero.
Well, the hero died. We just buried him in some. We had to find out what's going on.
I get it, and it was quick. It was quick.
Just as another side note, his wife, Scientologist. You know anything about those people?
Yeah, they're crazy.
Cover up in craziness.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Somehow, they talk about how she's trying to rework money into the system. Whatever. I don't know.
All right.
We'll find out more. I'm just speculating now. Just throwing some stuff out there. I'm hearing.
Okay. All right. So there you have it. We've got Inspector Buckeye Jason on the case. All right. So now, So, like I said, ESPN, I'm done when they jump. And watching it on Monday, I'm kind of getting there quicker. It's just not.
Every time I try to watch it, the stories are not there. The storylines are not. Oh man, it's like they're just like, eh.
So I really like the fact. Okay, they put the belt back on Seth freaking Rollins. I really like that fact, but do we need to see every week him come out, dog, Punk, Uso, LA Knight, and then of course okay, so we know that we're going to get a confrontation between him and one of.
Well, I thought we were having a whatever.
It's a four-way at Clash of the Castle, yeah. But last night,
let's put a side note on this. Why the hell are they going to Paris to do this? How many wrestling fans do you think are in Paris that care about the WWE?
I mean, apparently there's a lot because according to them, there's reason enough to go. I mean, there's got to be money somewhere over there. Same question is, why are we going to Riyadh? Why are we, they've got a whole thing dedicated, Riyadh season. You see that advertised. It's like, why?
Now, I didn't mind before when they went overseas, like somewhere where it was almost like an OSU kind of troops thing, and that was fine. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But just going different places for the sheer stupidity of going different places.
I don't get it. I know you've got certain like English wrestlers. Okay, I get the fact that you're going to England,
but
at the same time,
England may be a little bit more than I can't see Paris as a mecca of wrestling.
No,
since I hate America as it is anyway.
Well, yeah, it's going to be fun to see the popularity of this one. But anyway, like I said, I'm glad to see the belt back on Seth, but at the same time, I'm kind of tired already of starting a show, confrontation between Punk, Uso, or LA Knight. Main event is now last Monday was Braun Breaker, Rick Steiner's son, versus Jey Uso. Okay, so next week it's going to be, or Friday maybe, or next Monday, because that's the Monday before Clash of the Castle. It's going to be either Punk or LA Knight versus Bronson Reed.
So Clash of the Castle is coming right up.
It's August 31st.
That's a quick turnaround from SummerSlam.
Yes. That's the problem I have, and I think we talked about it when we were talking about the John Cena thing. They're turning them around so quick, and you have a title defense this month and then next month. Don't get me wrong. Yes, the title needs to be defended. I applaud that. But do you have to have a pay-per-view every month, and then you're starting this, and then you're starting a new feud? It's like you end this one, and boom, we're right back. We're into something different.
As far as title defenses, do they actually do title defenses on regular TV?
Very rarely.
Well, see, that's a missed opportunity as well.
Yeah.
I think. You don't have to always have a pay-per-view.
That's how you're going to grab your fans, your normal fans who aren't paying.
If you can remember back in the day, they had titles switched hands on house events.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't even see it on TV, but you'd come back and be like, yeah, he won such and such title.
I remember when Bret Hart beat Ric Flair, it was at a house show, Madison Square Garden. They had to show it on then, Primetime Wrestling with Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon, because it wasn't like...
Yeah, they showed the highlights.
Yeah. And Bret Hart was your new heavyweight champion. I thought it was like, there's no way he beat Rick.
And I think that's actually one way to get people to go to the shows, even if they're not going to be because it used to be it wasn't every show that came to town wasn't a live event.
You're right.
You know, WWE came and did a show, and then you may have had WWF come and do Raw
or SmackDown, yeah.
But a lot of times they came and it was just a house show.
Mm-hmm. So that's the first Thursday. I mean, that's what we were going to, was the house shows. So, like I said, it's I'm starting to really, and that's why I told you earlier, with the Roku channel, with NWA Power being on it, it's kind of grabbing me. You know, like I said, the Southern Six, I'm getting that old Freebird vibe. You know, Brian Idol, I'm kind of getting that old stunning Steve Austin when he was the television champion. You're getting the old Arn Anderson when he was the television champion. You know, the Terry Taylors, you know, those guys, the workhorses that were really putting in the work. You're getting that with this new NWA. Well, I won't say new, but the young guys on it they're putting out better
quality, more story.
Yeah, more story. So,
like I said, WWF is just their story writing is faltered, and then we're stuck on this whole year of Cena.
Yep.
So we're jumping around Cena. What's the rest of this guy? What's the rest? So we got to change the story for this and that. And it's like there's no flow.
No
flow at all.
You're right. All right. So, what was your thought on the American Light from the Burl?
I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4.
All right.
It was crisp, clean, nice. Give me a good.
It's a lawn mowing beer. I'm right there with you.
Kind of a flavor to it.
Yep, I gave it 3.5. So yeah, you and I are right on point with that, guys.
This one's growing on me a little bit, but it's still not.
I see you're kind of sipping on that one there, like it is a wine.
It does kind of give me the wine vibe a little bit.
I kind of dug it. So, but yeah. So we are getting ready to. We are I guess Saturday will be 1 week away from the start of college football. And I know we've talked ad nauseum about Mark Stoops and UK, so I'm not even going to touch on that because I think the last 2 episodes we've had stuff to say about that. So I want to hear what are your real expectations? No bullshit, no posing for the camera. What is the fan of Buckeye Jason's expectations for his Buckeye, the Ohio State?
The Ohio State Buckeyes have a fantastic shot at a repeat.
Okay, fantastic shot. Are you calling it, or are you just saying they've got a shot? You as a fan.
Now, if I go as what's the word I'm looking for? Not a fandom fan, but as a fan of the sport and
a realistic. Your realistic vision.
Looking at it and seeing, yes, they have a shot to go again to the national title.
Okay. All right.
You know, we're going to start out. First game is Texas. It's going to be a big game, both sides. But we're now in the era where you can have big games early, and you can lose big games early. You can lose 2 games throughout your season and still be within this playoff and make a run.
I kind of like that.
So it's not as dire consequence, live or die game for game per se. So you got a couple, which I think lends itself to games like this. Lends itself to Ohio State. We usually start out the season with we did the Oregon one year. Mm-hmm. We've got a Georgia coming up. We've got an Alabama coming up in a few years. Now some of these other schools, like Georgia's playing us, Alabama's playing us, need to go out and find. You need to find that big name, Mark. You can do that now in this playoff system. You can go out and find the baddest of the baddest to play, see where you stack up. Win or lose doesn't kill your season.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So